Oh, whoa.
Did you just watch that one Smosh video of the Russia?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to Smosh Mouth. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you can't say that.
I know, that's like... There's no way that's copyright.
Could be.
Maybe.
You can copyright anything.
I'll bleep it.
Welcome back to Bleep Bleep.
Welcome back to Dumb Ideas. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Anna.
And you're watching Dumb Ideas. Today we're going to be diving deep into the world of Oz. Talking about Wicked, Part 1.
Yes. Okay, so first of all, love. Second of all, dumb ideas. Okay, you said you have yours, right?
Unfortunately, I said.
Why do you say unfortunately? We're about to find out. Okay, so my dumb idea is yesterday I was at lunch and I went to go get some napkins for the table. And I wandered around looking for the napkin kiosk. And then I went back to the table and I was like, I can't find it. But it's like, it was literally right next to my table. Like, it was crazy. Like, I'm not, like, we were right next to it. So.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. That's the story.
Mine beats that.
Oh, I assume. Go ahead.
Well, you were there. It's something I don't like bringing up because it brings me so much guilt. But like everything's like it's fine now, but so let's see, it was Saturday night and we were at my family's, on my dad's side, the Thanksgiving dinner / Christmas, like we combined them. And we were leaving. I drove us there. So here's how it went down. We were in the car and I was like, getting ready. It's like a
two-way.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a two-way like street and then like diagonal like parking spots on either side and like store building kind of thing. It's like kind of like a main street, if you know what that feels like, And so I was like pulling out of the parking spot, but then I stopped because I saw that I knew that there was a car on the other side pulling out at the same time, so I was like, well, I need to pull out so that we can both like go and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was another car that had just like turned onto the street, and so I stopped because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let them both go so that I don't have to worry about being fast and stuff, and like I can just take my time.
Mm-hmm.
But then they stopped, and I was waiting for them to go, but they were not going, and so I was like, okay. So then I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to go because both these cars are now waiting for me to pull out of my parking spot for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they could both easily just go and then I could go, but
Mm-hmm.
that's not what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I guess I have to do this. And then, so I pulled out. It was like this, and then I would have to be like that. So I pulled out. Everything was dandy and fine. I literally like got to where I needed to be to then go into drive. But because my brain was so anxious and stressed out that these two cars were waiting for me and it felt like an eternity of me pulling out and going, I wasn't like, no actions were going through my brain to like do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just like, I need to go.
Right.
And so 2 mistakes were made. One, didn't change the gear shift into go. And 2, into drive. Like
Yeah.
It was still in reverse. And 2, I pressed on the gas instead of the brake. And so then the car went backwards instead of, stopping. And then my car hit like another car, but it wasn't like, it was like kind of like this. Like, they were parked. It wasn't like the car behind us. It was like a parked truck. And my car was like this.
Yeah, like the front end of your car hit the front.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like hit is a strong word.
Me too, but like I would say like grazed, but we did stop.
Bumped
Bumped.
the car because it really wasn't that fast.
Oh yeah, no.
It wasn't even like a.
It
yeah.
was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to do that kind of feeling. But then obviously I stopped once like our cars connected, and I was like, uh-oh. And then, so far that's not the dumb idea actually. The dumb idea happened now, which not now, but
now in the story,
which was because I was no excuse, but like because I was so stressed and anxious and like so many things were going through my brain. And like the only thing in my brain was I need to leave. Like I need to get out of
this situation
here because both these cars are waiting on me. That's literally the only thing in my mind. Was I need to get out of these people's way. So then I left. But the good part about the story is that it was a family event, and so the car that I had bumped was my uncle's car, and my family's very like good,
very
about
forgiving
that and forgiving. So like, but it was a lesson I think I needed to learn.
Yeah.
To like, even if the cars are like waiting on you, like still need to take your time and like calm down.
Gotta do it safely.
Even if they're like impatient and honking at you and be like, freaking hurry up. It's like, you're the one who waited on me, first of all.
Yeah.
And two, I'm taking my time so that I don't do any crazy stuff that I did.
Yeah. I feel like it's better that you learn that lesson with a family member rather than a stranger that was super rude and...
I'm thankful for the situation of how it played out, but and like thankful for the lesson learned. But it was obviously like a dumb thing that anytime I think about it, I just like wanna. I'm telling you, like Sunday, the whole day was ruined because of that.
Whoa, because you were thinking about that?
I could think of absolutely nothing else. I felt like everyone who ever laid eyes upon me that day hated my guts.
I'm sorry.
And so that's why whenever we were at lunch, I was like, today feels off because
I can promise you that is not true. I can promise you nobody hated you.
But it felt also, like everyone was like...
Barely anybody even knew that happened of the people that you saw on Sunday.
Yeah, your family and then probably my whole family knew.
Yeah, but my family didn't know.
Yeah, but it just felt...
No, I understand what you're feeling. I'm just trying to, like, I don't know, ease your mind.
That was a rough day for me.
That sounds really stressful.
Not like, oh, poor me, I hit a car and now I'm sad. But then later that night, like, we obviously, like, went to the movies. It was like, we saw Wicked, bringing it back to the thing.
Yeah.
We saw Wicked my third time.
You're about to see it a fourth, so.
Yeah. With my parents, my grandparents, Marcy and Braden. But like while we were like on our way there, I was like no one like brought it up, obviously, but like it just felt like that was the undertone of the whole day. Was like me being a disappointment, but like we were trying to like not think about that. And that's how it felt for me about any conversation with anyone that day.
Well, I can pretty much guarantee you that that's not what was happening.
I would assume I'm just like, dramatic little bitch, but...
Right.
But that's just definitely the only thing that happened in my mind that day. But
yeah.
Anyways.
So, so you saw Wicked 3 times?
Yeah.
And I've only seen it once, you guys. Only once. But I feel like I've known it my whole life.
Right.
So first of all, I can't even express, I keep trying every day, how obsessed I am with that movie.
Yeah.
Because it's I really just can't. It's so good.
It is. Definitely.
Now, like, the day that we watched it, like, immediately after, I was like, like, that was good. But, like, I hadn't had time to process.
Yeah, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yes. I hadn't had time to process what I had just witnessed.
That's usually how obsessions unfold with you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I gotta really
You
think
have
about
to
it.
be away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're introduced, you leave it, and then you process it separate from it,
Yeah.
and then you're like,
Wait, go back. Because literally, oh my gosh. So I didn't know the story of Wicked
at
before. At all. Like barely 0%.
Mhm.
Because I mean, I knew like bits and pieces here and there because people just talk about it.
Yeah.
But I never knew like the full story. So going in, it was a completely new experience for me. And so it was just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that whole thing of like, some people might be like, oh, well, these new fans of Wicked think that this is like how it like is, but like it's actually this way and this is the original and whatever, but like I don't care.
Well, from someone who's watched clips and like things of the original Broadway show, it's like I don't think they, other than like obviously like costume pieces and like things that are obviously changed because it's on film and not a stage.
On stage, yeah.
I don't think they really changed like anything.
See, that's what
They made plot points more prominent. I think.
Okay.
Which, in my opinion, made it better, storyline wise.
No, I don't want them to change a single thing about how they did the movie. Like, I'm not like, oh, I wish they could have done this, because it was actually just perfect.
Yeah,
So.
it was pretty amazing.
But everyone I've talked to about it has not had anything bad to say about it.
Yeah.
But that also might just be because I go in with so much enthusiasm.
That they don't want to say anything bad?
Yes. But still, nobody says anything bad.
I haven't even, like, on the internet seen anyone say Wicked sucked, or like Wicked was not as good as I thought it was.
Because that would be a really bold, incorrect claim.
Yeah, because it was amazing. It was just a hit.
So what was your favorite part?
Whoa. That is a big order.
I have a favorite part, but it's not like a part of the movie. It's like, it's not like a scene. It's like a favorite part of it all as a whole.
Interesting. Well, before we like get into details of it, spoilers for people who haven't gone to see it.
Yes.
This is probably not the episode for you.
Also, we're not going to be talking about Act 2, Part 2.
Yeah, no. We'll talk about that when it comes out next year.
You bet we will.
Hopefully.
I'm freaking excited about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have a favorite part? Like, I don't think I have a favorite scene. Like, at all. I have a favorite, like...
You do yours, so
you
I
can
know
get, like,
what
a...
you're talking about.
So, like, my favorite part is just the... I told you this already. Like the casting. Because I just think they played it so perfectly.
Yeah.
And I'm just obsessed with the way that the acting choices they made, the faces they make, the way that they sing the songs, like, it's just like, oh my gosh, it's perfect.
Yeah, the casting was really well done.
And I know that a lot of people were like very like skeptical of like Ariana Grande being Glinda.
I think,
but I will say I do not want them to ever have changed that.
She ate that roll up, and I knew she was going to. Like but I also understood where people were coming from, because with a lot of pop stars, they're kind of like a brand themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And like her brand is like very different from like theater kid and like Glinda
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Like she's like when you think Ariana Grande, you think of like, you know, usually that high ponytail when she had that. She kind of has left that era though too.
Right.
But you think like all these like pop songs and like all that, like all, like her perfumes and stuff. Like you think
Yeah.
pop star, you think superstar, you think really in and hip with like nowadays stuff.
Right. Right.
So you can't really picture someone like Ariana Grande or like Billie Eilish or like Taylor Swift playing like a Wizard of Oz character.
Right. True. And I did hear on TikTok, so this might not be true, that like they tried to like quote Ariana Grandify the like her parts of the movie, and then she was like, no, I don't want that.
Interesting.
But like I heard that from a TikTok, so that might not be true.
Yeah, it could be true, but I do know in one of the interviews I watched, she was saying that she really wanted to disappear into the role. She used that word.
Well, I think she did.
Yeah. Like her and Cynthia were saying how they like didn't like when they were like doing filming and stuff, they like didn't even like want to like be them at all. They just like,
That's good.
wanted to completely encapsulate into
Yeah.
the characters.
It paid off.
Yeah,
Just so good.
it was very, very, very well done.
I'm gonna quote another TikTok that
Okay.
I sent you actually, but you might not have looked at it. But they said that the reason it feels so authentic to like an actual like musical is because the two main like love interests are both gay, but not for each other, obviously. Because Cynthia and Fierro, or I don't know his name.
Fierro. Oh,
No.
real Jonathan Bailey.
Right. They're love interests of each other, but they're both gay. And then the two straight actors in the movie are together off screen.
That is actually really true.
So I was
That's
like,
very theater kid of them.
yeah. And I was like, that's so true. It's
Yeah.
it's so authentic.
So theater kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was very like I think this was probably the best stage to screen musical ever done.
Wow. I
I'm
haven't
trying to
seen
even
too many.
Think of others, but I can't.
I mean, Grease.
Oh, was it a musical first?
I feel like it was. But maybe not. But I feel like it was.
Yeah, I've never thought of that. Sometimes I forget that like certain movies were actually musicals or plays or books first.
Mm-hmm.
Which that reminds me.
Mean
this-
Girls.
Oh, the musical's much better.
No, I'm just telling you that's another one. Because
Oh,
you said you
okay.
couldn't think of another one.
Yeah, I thought you were like saying like, oh, Mean Girls movie was much better. I was like,
No, Mean Girls was good. I loved Mean Girls, but oh my gosh, Wicked.
oh yeah. But it's silly that the whole like Oz universe was like a book, then a movie, then that movie turned into a fanfic book, and that fanfic book turned into a musical, and that musical turned into a movie.
A movie. Yeah, what a wild ride.
Yeah. Book to movie to book to stage to movie.
That's good. I'm so glad. Although I don't. You told me that the book is like not really that close to the.
No, like it
Musical?
is. It's just like they changed a few things. I
Okay.
haven't read the book, so I'm not the person to.
Right,
Like,
but I'm
say
just saying
that.
that's you told me that. But okay.
I know they changed a lot because
Which
the
is-
book is wild.
that's actually true to the Wizard of Oz, like, tradition.
Yeah.
Because the original movie, whatever. It wasn't the original, but the popular one was not that close to the books either.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, it still kept the key elements that were important.
Yeah.
Which technically, Wicked is a fan fiction of the Wizard of Oz movie, not the Wizard of Oz book. Because there are key elements that make it different.
Like Wicked, the movie, is a fanfic of the Wizard of Oz, or the Wicked musical?
Musical? The movie, at least, because that's all I know.
Well, the musical is from the book of Wicked.
No, I'm saying the Wicked book is a fan fiction of the Wizard of Oz movie, not the Wizard of Oz book. Because they are technically two separate stories that are very different.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Let's see, what's my favorite part? Oh my gosh, just too many. It's just...
From, like, the press tour and everything. Like, the whole... anything that has to do with the movie.
I think... And I know this has happened in other movies, so it's not like I'm trying to be like, oh, this is the first movie that's ever done this, and I think it's cool. But the live singing and performances that they did in the movie, I think is my favorite part.
That's really cool.
Like, for them to, that also, I feel like, gives it the Broadway musical vibe, is because they're genuinely singing in the clips.
Right. I actually noticed that, like, when we were watching the movie. I was like, well, I didn't notice that, but there was a point where I was like, oh, they did a really good job making it look like they were actually singing that really hard note. Because I know that a lot of lip syncing, it's really easy to make it look like it's really easy. Yeah. And you just kind of go, when it's like a really hard belty note.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that. And I was like, oh, like, they paid attention to that. But, like, they were actually doing it.
They were actually doing it. Of course, like, I can't, like, pinpoint when they're singing live and when it's a recording, which also props to the editing team, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I imagine trying to edit that. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that is so impressive.
Yeah. But, like, the points that, like, you can kind of tell when they're, like, really singing, like, you can just, like, kind of hear it, like, the rawness of it. You're like, wow, that just sounds amazing. And, like, just, like, the vocals in this whole entire movie is just absolutely, like, gives me chills anytime someone starts singing.
Yeah, there wasn't a single point where I was like, eh.
Actually, there was for me.
What?
But that's just... It's not
like, in the voice and, like, how good they're singing.
Singing, no.
What were you talking about?
I was just talking... Probably my least favorite scene is the scene with when they meet the wizard.
The song?
Just that whole scene.
Most people hate that. I personally don't understand all the hate on that song, on that scene. But, like, which I'm actually so proud of myself for not just, like, following what other people are thinking.
Yeah. And that seems like such a scene you would not like because it's boring.
Well, yeah, but, like, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is... Like, I wasn't, like... Oh, my gosh, this song is so long and boring. And, like, this scene is... But, like, I feel like it was an important scene to the plot. I mean, it had information in it.
Yeah, I think... I have a hot take.
Go ahead.
I should probably know his name to state this opinion, but the actor, like, I know of this actor, the actor that plays the wizard, I don't really like his acting at all.
Jeff Gold.
Win?
Bloom? Goldwyn?
Gold.
Just call him Jeff.
Jeff. I am not a fan of his acting, like, almost in the slightest.
Interesting.
Because I think he gives off this vibe of trying to make every line improvised. And, like, it feels that way, that it almost feels, like, awkward and, like, cringe to watch because you're, like, it seems like he doesn't know what he's saying. Like, almost every line he had, I was just, like, it feels like he's, like, trying to pull that line from the depths of his memory and, like, making up random words to try to get the line across.
I think I can see what you mean, but I definitely did not get that from watching that. But, like, I can see it now that you're pointing it out. Now that's all I'm going to think about, but...
And, like, I think that's just him trying to, like, that's his comedic acting is, like, that's just, like, how it is. And I saw that, but, like, it feels like, obviously, like, I know he knows what he's saying, but, like, it feels like he doesn't at all.
Yeah.
And so that, I think, just, like, makes it hard to watch any scene he's in.
Interesting.
That's why I don't like that scene. I don't not like the song, and I don't not like the scene itself, but, like, because of his acting, I don't like it.
I don't think I've ever heard that. Like, I don't think I've heard that take before.
Original.
So, kind of original right there. But, I definitely have heard of people, like, dissing that song. Sentimental Man. I really don't think it's all that bad.
I think it's fine.
I think it's kind of like
sounds good.
It sounds kind of sweet, you know?
Yeah.
Also, the visuals definitely helped.
Oh, yeah.
With that. Like, I'm sure if it was on stage, it would be kind of boring because they're just, like, standing there singing. But don't know. The movie, I feel like it did a good job with a universally hated song, making it kind of, you know, interesting.
I also, like, that's, like, obviously the main point. I don't like that scene, but, like, a side point is it feels so random. Even though it's, like, a needed scene, like a lot of the lines are, it feels like the majority of it, like, it did not need to be that long. And, like, it just feels like every line was just, like, randomly drawn from, like, a hat.
Interesting.
It feels like...
I'm definitely going to have to re-watch it.
Like, certain little lines were like, oh, that's needed for the plot. And then the rest, it's like one line needed for the plot, 20 next lines, very random, like, did not need to be there. Like, what are they talking about? Then 21st line is needed for the plot, and then the next 15 are... It was just very, I don't know, it felt... The whole time I was watching it, the feeling I got was hard to watch and random.
Okay. I'll have to, next time I watch it, I'll, like, try to see what you mean. But, interesting. I did not think about that.
Yeah.
But I was also I was focused on trying to figure out what they were saying, because I had to figure out what the plot was. And you didn't, so you had more time to look at the details. But also, I think that Wicked is one of those movies that you just need to watch twice, at least. Watch it once to, like, really take it in. Learn about it. Learn about the behind-the-scenes stuff. Learn about little Easter eggs or whatever. And then watch it again.
Yeah.
And then you just fully appreciate it. Maybe even watch it, like, 7 more times after that. Just to, like, really get all the little details and hard work that they put into this movie.
Yeah.
So I saw an interview that honestly I find really hard to believe. But, I mean, they said it themselves. Like, apparently they wanted to use, like, as little CGI as possible, which is really difficult in the land of Oz. But, like, the village that they're in, like, at the very beginning, is, like, all real and like all those tulips and stuff are all real. Which, like, sure, but also I'm looking at it and I'm like, maybe you like added a filter or something to it because it really just looks kind of not real, but maybe it's just too magical to be real.
Yeah. I remember before seeing the movie that
It was like little,
like all the, like everyone was talking about how the tulips were all real and there were like millions of them.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Also, apparently the Oz head is real
I believe that.
and
I
actually
didn't-
moves.
I didn't like think that it was CGI.
Well, and like all the animals are real too. Just kidding.
Okay,
made that
that's a lie.
I made that up.
But yeah,
Do you think they actually painted that baby green?
I feel like they couldn't have.
Yeah, because that's crazy. Do you think that baby was even real?
I think the baby was real.
Because it was always being held by a
CGI.
CGI
True.
animal. So, like, maybe the baby wasn't even real.
But then also CGI things are also still done by humans.
True.
They
it
just
was a
like add
very...
the bear onto the human in the green suit.
Right. I thought it was going to be kind of like whenever they were like, take the baby away. And then, like, I thought she was going to be raised by the bear.
Oh.
Like, I didn't know that she was still going to be in her parents' life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought it was going to be kind of like Cruella.
Mm-hmm.
When she was just like taken away and raised separately. It's definitely what I thought was gonna happen. But then like in the next scene she was with her
With
parents.
her sister and
Or
dad.
not her mom, sorry. Her dad. And I was like, oh, interesting. But
Yeah.
also that baby was like literally so cute.
Yeah.
Adorable baby.
Yeah. The little Nessa Rose, so funny.
Yeah, when she's just like,
I was
don't know
not
why she
expecting
was-
that, and when that happened, I was like,
I mean, she was really cute.
she's like, do you want to, I don't know the lines, but like, she was like, do you want to know a story?
Yeah.
She was like, do you know how he came?
Is that actually how she talks, or did she just do that for the movie?
That whole scene was added in the movie.
No, the girl.
Oh. I was like, why would I know how Nessa Rose is supposed to sound?
No.
I don't know. That little girl looked too old to be doing that.
True, if that was like her actual voice, that's really high.
But
It was really adorable
it was
for the movie.
really funny to me. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, that's so cute. It was just like,
Well, because
so
you don't
funny.
like kids. But it was funny and cute.
Yeah.
It was mostly cute because it was funny and she probably didn't intend for it to be funny.
Right.
And so it was cute that happened.
Mm-hmm. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I love that part. The first time I saw it was in like the IMAX, like deep surround sound, like heavy, like whenever like any like breath is taken, the whole theater shakes.
Right. I had a dream that I saw it again and that.
So that really, I think, like set it over the top
Yeah.
for like the first time seeing it and like these crazy things. Like that was also like the biggest screen I saw it on too.
Mm-hmm.
It was like ginormous screen. It felt like I was just like in there.
Yeah.
So it was like wild.
That's what we're doing next time.
We better.
I think every single movie deserves to be seen in the theater.
Yes.
Because movies are meant for the theater. They are made for that experience. And if you don't get to experience it in the theater, it just kind of brings the whole viewing experience down just a little bit because you're in your house with like a smaller screen, not surround sound, you have more distractions, you're not like fully encapsulated in the movie. And it just makes it, I mean, of course movies are still good,
Yeah.
but like they're definitely better in the theater.
Yeah. Like movie theaters are literally one of the best things ever.
Yeah.
Like the whole experience is just like everyone needs that
And that's why movie theaters are still around, even
movie
though
experience.
we
movie magic.
all have our own TVs.
Mm-hmm. It's because everyone loves going
Yeah.
to the movie theater.
Nothing beats the theater in watching experiences.
Mhm.
I wish I could watch my favorite TV shows at a theater.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Well, I know that if you, like, own a movie theater... Well, I know you can, like, rent out, like, theaters.
Maybe our home needs a theater room.
Yeah, that's expensive, but we're doing that. Somehow.
Yeah.
What is it called?
What?
It's not just called a theater room, is it? It's like a... Whatever. Okay.
Sure it's just called a theater.
No, like when it's in your house.
Oh. Well, people just call it like movie rooms, theater rooms.
I thought it just had like a more like specific name. That's not important though. I was gonna say, oh yeah, you can like rent out theaters and you can like have them play whatever you want.
That's fun.
Yeah. So maybe I could just like watch the entirety of like what, Riverdale
That
in
would
a
be
theater?
horrible.
For you maybe. That would be so cool.
All
Watching
7
Riverdale
seasons,
on the big screen?
terrible.
Oh my gosh. Love. But also don't let that change your mind on the way that I feel about Wicked. Like, because if I'm like obsessed with Riverdale and I'm also obsessed with Wicked.
Oh, yeah.
Wicked is actually really good.
But everyone actually likes Wicked, so
True, I'm just saying.
the majority wins on this film.
Whatever. Wait. Sprite challenge.
It's time for our weekly Sprite challenge. See if we get better as the weeks go on. Stop laughing.
I don't even like Sprite.
Yeah, that sucks.
What if I actually throw up?
I'm not going to.
Okay.
It's not gonna be good.
Gross. How do you stop yourself from burping? Oh my gosh. Wait, I don't like this. I don't.
You
It
can't
won't
make
go
me-
down.
Stop. Stop it.
This makes me feel nauseous. Oh no.
It doesn't make me feel nauseous. It just like hurts. It's uncomfortable.
I don't like Sprite. That's why it makes me feel nauseous. Also, oh gosh.
Okay, now I'm feeling nauseous.
Whose idea was this?
Mine, and then you put it on there. Whoa, I almost burped. Stop! Oh my gosh! I can't look at you. I should have peed before this.
Oh no, I just burped a little. Oh no.
I just have to breathe through it. This isn't good because I'm laughing. I'm gonna pee and burp at the same time. Stop.
Oh no. Oh no. When I feel like coming up, it feels like I'm gonna.
Mine's like
puke.
literally still here. Like, what?
Oh my gosh.
Can it be here? That would be
Yeah,
lovely.
please be done.
I just like really need to pee right now.
Oh no. It just does not make my stomach feel good.
Yeah, no. It would suck if we threw up.
This is
Wait,
taking so much stomach power.
Yeah, I shouldn't like shake my body.
Oh, I am.
Okay, I think I'm halfway done. Did you almost throw up?
I think so.
That sounded deep.
Yeah.
Kind of an obstacle to get to that bathroom right now. So,
For if I have to throw up.
yeah.
It's not making it in the
Oh.
toilet if I throw up and it's just gonna be right here.
No.
I'll clean it.
Oh my gosh, I feel really bad all of a sudden.
I mean, you're supposed to chug it. It has to go faster, otherwise it doesn't work.
Uh-oh. Dang it! I really wanted to
Oh no.
do it, but that made me feel so much better.
I like never like burped like before. Like not like vocally big. Oh my gosh. This would kill a Victorian peasant.
Yeah, first sip, they'd be dead.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It feels like this is never ending can.
No.
I feel really bad again. What? Oh, I thought it was almost gone. No way. I would throw up.
I'm still fine actually.
No, because I feel so nauseous now.
I know that in the middle, I'm just gonna burp real big after we move on from the segment.
It's like every time it touches like my tongue, I like want to gag.
Just chug it like me.
No, like I literally don't think I could.
Try. It's your turn to throw up.
No, I don't want it to be my turn ever. Oh my gosh, ew, I hate it so much. Are you fine?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to burp it all out.
Okay, I'm done. It's gone.
Get it out.
Threw up. Now I'm feeling like that was a lot.
I feel like there's a burp like in the way of my throat. Get out.
I'm like gonna start crying.
You don't have to hold it in anymore. Just burp it out.
Yeah, you burp it out. Oh my gosh.
I'm freaking trying. Do you feel better?
Yeah, oh my gosh.
How did you do that?
I just like breathed and I kind of like moved my body. I made that up so you would do that.
Whatever. You did it too right before.
Ooh, that was good. I'm good to move on now.
Wait, how do you like force out like?
Ooh, if I had done that, like you would have projectiles spewed.
Whoa. It's not
You were
coming
a
out.
little offbeat.
I know I was changing it up.
Anyways, whenever I popped that can open, I was fully prepared to not finish it at all. I was like, there's no way I'm going to finish this. But I did, so. Good. I was hoping there was going to be like,
Almost threw up. This is crazy.
all right, back on the topic of Wicked Part 1.
Part 1. Can
What's
I just reinstate? Love.
What's your favorite song?
All of them. Okay.
You have to pick
I'm one.
One.
I have 3.
Nope. You
4.
have to pick one. Even if it's not like, this is my favorite one. It's just like, right now, I really like this one. Just in this moment.
In this very moment. Okay. I can't pick between 3.
You have to pick one.
Can I tell you my, 3? And then,
Oh
pick
my
after
gosh,
that?
fine, because I can't pick one either.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's the same 3. Or do you have 3?
I have 2 for sure at my top.
Okay. Popular. What is this feeling? And The Wizard and I.
They're not the same. One is.
Okay. Go ahead. What's yours?
Mine is No One Mourns the Wicked. That opening number literally gave me life the second it started. I was like, oh, this is going to be a good movie.
Okay, but that song, it is a beautiful song. But I have a really hard time listening to it. It just makes me so sad.
Oh, because of Glinda.
All of it.
Oh, because Elphaba.
Yeah, because whenever, as every single time that they're like, no one mourns the wicked, and then I'm like, another tear falls. Because it's like, come on, please mourn her, you know? Like, I know she's not wicked, but they all think, and it just makes me so sad, because I really like her.
Yeah.
And this whole town, this whole land of people just absolutely hate her, and for no reason that they know of.
Someone told them to
Yeah.
hate her.
And it just literally it makes me so sad.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time listening to it. I still do, because I can appreciate the vocals, and it sounds really cool.
Yeah.
But I just
I love that song, and honestly, my favorite part of the song is literally the beginning, and then Glinda's solo a little later in it. Mm-hmm. The beginning, whenever it's the burn, 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 and then the whenever it gets fast after that part. Oh my gosh, it literally gave me chills the first time and every time.
wow.
That just sounds so freaking. I love music. Music
Yes.
is beautiful. And then the part whenever Glinda's like, and goodness knows the wicked's lives are lonely.
Mm-hmm.
That little solo part, I love that part. Because I'm like,
It's
she's
super
it's
impressive.
giving she's trying to be you know, they're lonely and they're sad too, and they don't, they're still human.
But also, she technically never lied in that song, because she's just talking about wickedness itself, not
Yeah.
her.
And then The Wizard and I.
Mm-hmm.
Love that song. And then I would say Defying Gravity.
I mean, that one is really good. It's a classic. It's
I think the way that that song started in the movie was, I was like, wow, that was the most smooth, like, scene to song transition I've ever seen in my life. Because it was like, I like didn't even know it was coming until she said the lines that like I know lead up to that
That
song,
she says
and I was
in-
like, whoa, like I didn't even like expect like it to just like start like now, and like it was just so well done.
no, the part in that song where she's like, "No, she didn't do anything. It's me." That part makes me so sad because she sounds so like genuinely terrified. And I was listening to it yesterday while I was like crafting something, and I was like, I almost started crying when she did that because I was like, no,
Yeah,
they care for each other so much,
they do.
and it made me so sad when she was like yelling that. You're typing. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think I love this story so much because I love deep rooted like character plot.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I think I like Glinda's character more than Elphaba because her character's so complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just love dissecting characters.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite things to do whenever I watch a show or movie or anything, is like I love to like understand the characters. And I like really I love whenever they have deep, real like feelings and like choices, like wrong choices, right choices, and like things that like, whoa, like you wouldn't expect this character to like do that, but they did, and like things like that is like that's what I eat up.
Yeah. Also, I will say, I don't know how. Well, I will say props to the writer of the original like fan fiction, because making a prequel is so difficult because you have to figure out like how everything happened and like make it all make sense
Yeah.
with what it is. And I think it makes pretty good sense. I don't think there's really anything that is like, but that doesn't really quite line up. Like, I mean, not that I've experienced yet, because there's also still part 2, but in part 1 at least, I think it's just like, I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Because I know I couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite part of the "What Is This Feeling," that song, is like the beginning, like when they're like doing their little like solo stuff. And also I absolutely love whenever she goes blonde. Because that caught me off guard, because that's not how it is in the other song.
Yeah.
And I've heard that song so many times, and it caught me off guard, and it was just so funny because she's just like blonde, and like that's hilarious.
After I watched Wicked this like second time, I like went onto like YouTube when I got home, and like I watched like a bunch of clips of like the Broadway, because I just wanted to see how different it was, because like it'd been a while since I like really like watched like a full length video of it.
Right.
And so I was like watching some things, and which I think is what made me like, I'm pretty sure my favorite character is Glinda.
I mean, she's great.
Because like, and it made me like her even more, like whenever I watched the clips, like a bunch of clips of Popular, of like different actors doing them.
Yeah.
Because like it's just so like that scene is like the whole point of that scene is just funny.
Right.
Like it's like the whole like just comedy the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And like the way like each Glinda like does a different thing and like tries different things. It's all so Glinda. Like it feels like every single one of them was the same person, but like they were all making different choices, but they were all very, very true to that character, and I think that's cool.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
No, I do really like Glinda. I think she's very cute and funny. And yes, I know that she was like mean and stuff at the beginning, but she was still funny.
Mm-hmm.
And so it made her likable still. Well, you know, from a watching point of view. If I was in that situation, I wouldn't like her, but yeah.
Oh, I thought you had more.
I kind of do, but like I haven't formed a full thought yet. I definitely still had more that I wanted to say about on that.
Well,
yeah.
I just love Glinda, like I said, because I love complex characters, and like she like is one of the only characters in this story that has like a true like arc, like a true like development.
Yeah.
Because like she goes from being like stuck up and like
I feel like she still is though.
bratty to then still showing that she can be good, and she like there's good in her, and like she's not just that.
Right.
And then like she obviously still is because that's who she is.
Right.
Is like that she likes to be cute and popular and funny and all that stuff. But like she grew as a character. She didn't just like switch.
Right. True.
And,
Which makes it better.
And like I'm just like excited. But then she like goes like then you like got to see like her inner battle of like, do I choose this one person that I love or like myself basically? And it's difficult to not choose yourself for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you have like your own ambitions and stuff. But I don't think I have a favorite of the two. I think they're just both equally as amazing in my eyes. I love them so much. They're a pair. I think I just can't see them as separate. I mean, I know they are separate, but I mean, like, I can't separate them from each other and say that I like one more than the other.
Yeah.
Because, like, they go together. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I'm so excited to watch part 2.
Yes, I can't believe we have to wait a whole year.
Yeah, that's diabolical.
Apparently they're done filming. They just have to, like, edit it and stuff.
I wonder if it's literally going to be a year from now or if it's going to be just like middle of the year or something.
Probably. They'll probably drag it on for as long as they can.
Which, like, why do people do that?
Hype it up. Sell
It's already hyped.
part 1 merch for as long as they can.
Something I don't understand about merchandising is why do they sell the things before something comes out?
I don't know, because
And then it's
silly.
all sold out once it comes out and people actually start caring about it.
Yeah. Well, but like for this, I mean, Wicked already was a thing and people already knew what Wicked was.
Yeah, but not necessarily they didn't think they were going to like it, though.
True. Yeah. Yeah, because I wish I had
you should
some
start
merch.
selling merchandise after
Or like the day
thing
of.
comes out.
Yeah.
Because then that's when people are going to actually want the things and like know what they're buying.
True. I wish there was like cute merch that was like undeniable, or I'm sure there is, but like I want some cute merch that's like undeniably Wicked, but like doesn't necessarily have like their faces or names on it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that kind of makes it look,
Cheap.
yeah,
Tacky.
yeah. Because maybe I'll want like a poster with their faces and names on it, but not
A t-shirt.
a t-shirt. Because I don't want anybody's face or name on my t-shirt. Because
Yeah,
I
that's
think
just a
that
little
makes it
weird.
look tacky. So,
I agree.
yeah. I really like Elphaba's hat.
Mm-hmm.
I want it.
The costuming was so
Oh,
cool.
yes. For sure. Oh, wait, let's talk about the other characters a little bit. Because there's other ones in there.
Yeah, I guess.
Just to
Well-
kind of like touch on them.
We already talked about the wizard.
We did. Okay, what about Fiero?
I like him.
I like him, except he's kind of... He can't really decide which girl he wants. Because, like,
I don't-
he's...
Think that's how it worked out.
The way that you see it in part 1, because that's what we're talking about,
Yeah.
he like, likes Elphaba
At
And-
the end.
the whole time.
No.
Yes, you can see it the whole time.
That doesn't mean he knows that.
True, but I'm saying he can't decide which one he wants.
There was never a this or that point for him. Until the end. Which we only see in one scene.
Okay.
He like, yeah, I'm sure he was like, oh, Elphaba is like different and like I like that. But that doesn't necessarily mean he knows he likes her.
True.
And then he saw Galinda, and then he was like, oh, this is the girl I'm always going for, and this is the girl, like, he's used to that, so, like, obviously he
True.
likes her now.
Right.
And so he likes her pretty much the whole time until they're in the forest.
Right.
Then that's when he has that dilemma of who do I choose, and he hasn't been talking to either of them, as they say.
Oh, true. Okay.
It's not
Okay.
like he's like, because Elphaba didn't see him or talk to him again since that night,
Right.
and Galinda just said that he's been acting different,
Mhm.
and like he's not around, and he's not like
Yeah.
there.
Not all there because he's been thinking.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So I don't think he's been trying to choose between them the whole time.
Okay.
I think
The
he
one that
always
actually-
had Galinda until that one scene.
Right. Okay. Oh, also, the scene at the dance when they're Elphaba and Glinda are dancing.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. Also, I understand why you like listening to instrumental music now. I was like finally got it yesterday. Cuz I was like the song that they were dancing to came on, and then I was like listening to it, and there wasn't a point where I was like, "Oh, skip it, there's no words."
Hmm.
Cuz I know where it was from, and I know like why I like it, you know. Okay, let me start over. It's like it means something.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just instruments,
Yeah.
which yes, instruments are like pretty and fun, but like I had a hard time listening to it, to just like instrumental music, because there's no words, and like my favorite part of listening to music is singing along. But like I get it now,
Mm-hmm.
because I listened to that song and I was like, it's just beautiful and I love it.
Instrumental music and music with lyrics are just like two different worlds.
Hmm.
Because instrumental music for me is like, it's like beautiful to listen to. It's like you can like just like feel the emotions it brings, and like there's so much like depth and like ambiance to it,
Mhm.
and it just brings like such a cool vibe to anything. And then music with lyrics is like the same way, but it's like different in the fact of they're telling you how to feel. Almost.
Okay.
Like you can like, I don't know. I feel like with instrumental music, with there not being lyrics, it kind of just like you get to be more creative with how it affects you.
Yeah.
And then like the music with lyrics, it's like there's more of a selection of how you could feel with this song.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. That's true. A lot of people don't like Bach at all.
Yeah,
I think it's funny that his name is Bach. Okay, so I was listening to the soundtrack with my mom and Evie, and the Something Bad came on, and then like he like bad like a goat, and then I was like, oh, he's a goat, and then like I was telling them, I was like, oh yeah, by the way, this guy's a goat.
Oh,
and then then it was funny because whenever it was Dancing Through Life, and then she was like, me and Bach, and I was like, she's not a chicken though, that's just his name. Evie thought it was funny. She laughed.
Oh my goodness.
It would be confusing if one person is a goat. Confusifying, because one person's a goat and the other person and like makes a goat sound, and then somebody else makes a chicken sound but is not a chicken.
Yeah, I get it. It's just a horrible dad joke.
No, you're a horrible dad joke.
Yeah, I also love Dancing Through Life. I like all the songs except for like...
Dancing Through Life is such a long song.
Yeah, it's literally like 10 minutes.
Also, wait, what's that one song that's like the Not That Girl? Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah, it's a pretty song.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm not that good.
It's crazy.
Knowing the Act 2, like Part 2, I'm just like so excited for the songs in that one.
I don't know what any of the songs are in that. I know of one.
Oh.
Because you played it, but that's the only one, and I don't know all of it. So.
Yeah, there's 2 songs that I'm like really excited for.
I'm excited for all of it. I just don't know what it is that I'm excited for.
Yeah.
It cannot come fast enough.
Mm-mm.
I just need it to get here today.
Ew. I think that's a good ending note.
No!
Have you ever noticed that these kind of like mainly yours, obviously, because it's white, but like the wording on the side of the ring part, it reminds me of the Fun Dip.
Yes. Oh my gosh, whenever you we're like talking about reminding, I literally knew what you were talking about. The dipsticks.
Dipsticks of Fun Dip.
Yeah, but what is it? But it says something on it.
There's definitely an F on there and like an I and a T. Found it? I don't know.
Found it? I don't know.
Fun Dipped. I don't know.
You're right. It does.
But
look
yeah,
like
it's
that.
like looks like the stick that you dip into the...
Not pixie. Did you say pixie sticks?
It's not a pixie stick. It's
I know. I
Fun
feel
Dip.
like somebody said pixie sticks. Did I?
No. You
I said stick.
dipstick.
Dipstick.
I said dipstick.
It says like eat me or something. It says something that doesn't make sense with what it is.
Yeah.
Actually. It's like 3 random letters or something.
Mm-hmm.
F.
IT.
IT.
Fit.
Yeah. FIT. Fit.
All right. Well, thank
Do
you.
you have any of that?
No.
Oh wait, I do. At my house.
No.
That's where we're going.
Thank you so much for watching this episode or listening or whatever it is you do to this. We loved talking about Wicked because it's literally amazing.
I literally cannot stop talking about Wicked. Everybody in my life is so annoyed at me because I cannot stop talking about Wicked.
Wow.
I never want to anyway.
You, if you haven't, should go watch Wicked. It's in theaters right now. I think it should still be when this comes
It's
out.
definitely still going to be.
Okay.
I mean, it's like the most popular movie in the world right now. They're not pulling it out of theaters.
Yeah. But yeah, you should definitely go watch that and do your research because it's an amazing show.
Yes. Don't forget to watch it twice.
Yeah. And I will probably be watching it again and again and again.
Yeah, you might see us there. If you
Yeah.
can see it.
If-
We'll be in the audience.
Yep. And we'll see you next week.
Yay! We gotta figure out why that ghost turned on the TV.